Elon Musk tweeted, "I'm constantly insulted on this platform. I just got punched for no reason." And it's a picture of the Dan Herschel guy who dresses up as random bizarre things, one of which being and then doing the "I just got punched for no reason." I love this tweet, dude. I love this tweet so much. Oh my god. I know that Juniper has been getting some good coverage. Oh, Mayor Cat, hi, stretchy. Cat, you want to come sit? Come sit. This is a good time. Come here. Yes, Mayor Cat. Yes, come sit. Now you can sit on lap time. Not when I'm still getting ready. Come here. Yes, Mayor Cat. Yes. No, not you. Now you sit. Okay. He left. Anyways. Breaking. Elon Musk using a cheesy voice modifier on his Adrian Dittmann account says MAGA will have to deal with it because Elon is the only one to give these fucking crackheads a voice, you ungrateful motherfuckers. Seriously, get over yourselves. But this was not the original one. The original one that was blowing up was the one of him calling a bunch of people the R word. And saying that he's contributed a lot to America because he pays taxes. I think it might be this one, maybe. Let's listen.
You're just proving it more than anyone. By the way, we know that there's several federal grand juries going on against Elon as we speak.
No, this is a different one. Cars. Oh my god, dude. Oh, yes. Yes.
Fraud that he did, which killed people on our freeways. So yeah, we can have a conversation about Elon.
So 100%, man. I think I understand what your position is. You just hate Elon, and you're just looking for an outlet to push that into.
I can't wait for him to get to jail. I don't.
He's not a criminal. You're a fucking idiot.
I want him to stop.
You sound like the Discord. You sound like the discount rip-off Wish.com version of Keith Olbermann who wants to fucking arrest everyone just because they don't agree with him politically.
No, I don't.
Who listens to this and doesn't think it's Elon Musk? It's so obviously him.
I think so. I've actually.
You're like more pathetic than he is because he actually has a job.
I've seen the files on Elon, as have a lot of people who are in here who've done intelligence work. We know that he's very close to the
intelligence work. You're sounding very smooth-brained for that kind of level of work. Just saying.
Oh, he's so cringe.
And by the way, increasingly we're doing analysis on people using voice modulation technology on X. So we know who.
You know how retarded you're going to sound when, like, one day who I am is going to come to the surface and you realize how wrong you are about all this?
We already know who you are. Just to be very clear about
who am I?
By the way,
who am I?
Elon Musk. Who am I? And we know it full well because we've had your.
This guy's so fucking stupid.
Oh yeah, you definitely sound convincing. Ha 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 ha.
You know, for a second there, you had me like worried or something. No, man, I just realized that you're like right back in the trenches. You're like so deep in the trenches. You make the crypto trenches look.
All right, we got Clint Russell in here. So, Clint, do you have anything to add?
Oh. I'm wondering if there's like a full version of this, because I actually didn't look for one because I didn't realize that there were so many good snippets. Let's see if we can find one. If anyone has a link to like the full Twitter space, I actually would love to listen to this. It doesn't store, right? The Twitter spaces, they don't get stored anywhere. It's all just like depending on if somebody else recorded them. Wait, it does. You can save the whole thing. No way. Oh my god, yes. Oh, it shows who's listening? I don't like that. I don't like that it shows that I'm listening.
Yeah. And I mean, look, there's like all these bullshit Twitter organizations that like
okay, let's skip ahead.
Are nonsense. Like there's some for like crypto coins and all this other stuff. And like
I want to find the area where
I can't post it because
I want to see the area where Mr. Adrian hops in.
I literally just got suspended for 12 hours, so I'll have to text the screenshot to one of you. But yeah, they literally just made me delete my tweet. Well, I guess they just deleted it anyway. They said that I was sharing personal information, even though the screenshot that I posted.
He's a fucking white supremacist, whatever that shit is.
Oh, yes. We found him. Yes. Why doesn't it show that he's in here as a speaker?
don't even know.
Yeah,
But that level of racism clearly gives me a bunch of understandings that I don't want to have.
Okay, well,
good evening, everybody. I'm
And that
going
was
to
done,
chime
by the
in.
way. By the way,
Call me more of a Yahoo. I want you to call me Yahoo even more. So maybe I take.
I'm going to.
There's something really sad about like the richest man on the planet is just sitting here getting ass mad. Oh my God. What is his profile picture? This is it. Insult me all you wish. My brain is too smooth, the smoothest there is. Your words simply slide right off. He posted this at 1:30 in the morning. Oh. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh.
Chime in. I was listening. You know what? Accidentally, I didn't know that the space was going on, and I was listening to the space earlier. But I'll tell you something, Adrian. I'm listening to you. I'll tell you how I feel. You know what? Because I don't know where I'm coming in this conversation, but I'll tell you based what I heard few minutes previous.
Yo, who gave Grandma the mic?
Few minutes of this thing. Listen, you sound like an asshole. You sound like you come to my house. Listen to me. Like you come to my house, you insult me. This is what you're doing with your fucking accent.
What are you fucking talking about?
So much lead up just to call him an asshole.
You are here. Listen to this one. No matter what, no matter how we look at it, I'm a fucking immigrant. These people of this country with the fucking American accent accept me.
Yep.
I better fucking know my place. Because it's the
Yes, you're a
right
boomer
thing
and
to
you probably
do.
ruined the
You
country.
know what? You have to have dignity.
You want to be insulting? I'm going to go right ahead. You want to insult me? I can
I'm
insult
just
you hard. You have
saying.
no idea
I'm
what you're
just
doing.
saying because it pisses
How
me
dare you
off.
insult me? How dare you?
Because you know what? People like you give people like me a fucking bad cred. Do you understand? We come here to work hard, and you're telling Americans what a pieces of shit they are because they're fighting for their own country.
Yo, I want this to be my grandma. What the hell?
This is what you're doing, dude.
Oh, bad cred. Thank you. Sorry.
Understand? Maybe you don't see yourself, but this is exactly
Maybe you are
what
kind
you're
of
doing.
stupid because
You're
how
telling
exactly have I said that? How exactly have I said that? Go ahead. Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm
Explain to
getting
me when I've said
unhinged.
this.
I do understand I'm getting unhinged and I can talk like
No, not me at the moment.
But listen, I get really passionate about it because I can't imagine.
Yeah, probably you should put that passion somewhere else into, I don't know, informing yourself because... Sorry, stop muting me, by the way. What you're saying is absolute bullshit.
No, it's not. It's not.
Okay, again, tell me where exactly I said what you claimed that I said. You're putting words in my mouth.
Listen, I'll tell you something. If I go to your fucking house and tell you how you're supposed to act, and I'll call you that you racist,
when have I told you how to act?
because
when have I done this?
You know, you're insane. You are.
You sound actually unhinged, and I hope that you probably seek out the necessary medical attention that you need in order to deal with this insanity because you are a threat to the fucking platform.
I've waited a long time. I've waited a long time. So let me just make my point.
You think you're superior? That's what it
wow.
is.
He does.
Yo, grandma is eating the fuck up. Oh my god. Oh my god, she's eating the fuck up. She's eating. She's eating. She's eating. He's getting cooked.
Anyway, I clearly stated I have the smoothest brain on the planet.
No, you definitely think you're superior, but that's okay. The point I wanted to make... I definitely
think I'm super smooth-brained, and I think I'm like the most aerodynamic thing here. You know, like those spheres that they manufacture to test like whether or not a kilogram is actually accurate? You know, the spheres of silicon, that's how smooth my brain is.
Yeah, you're the UFOs over New Jersey.
It's so flat and such a mirror that you can see the future in it, and you don't like what you see.
Jesus Christ, you're obnoxious. All right, so the point I wanted to get to was if it is in fact true that Laura, Owen, others have lost their blue check. Owen, did you lose yours because of some sort of commentary on what Laura said?
Well, I was never given any reason. The discussions that we're having now are that my check mark and badge and premium subscription was taken away because I am affiliated with a group that Laura Loomer was affiliated with. the conversation we're having is noticing that there is a pattern that people are being, basically, you could call it shadow banning now, because when you take away the verification and the premium subscription, you do get lowered.
For context, for anyone who has missed like the past day or two of news, if I can even call it that, Laura Loomer called out Elon Musk for being pro-immigration despite being in the Trump camp, which is very explicitly anti-immigration, because Elon relies on H-1B visas for his immigrant labor because those people are easier to exploit. When you have an H-1B visa, as a non-American, you need to be actively hired or you get kicked out of the country. So the people who are here with H-1B visas tend to do everything that they can to stay employed, which means you can make them work atrocious hours with terrible conditions and basically exploit them. Those are the people that are the most desperate for work, because again, the second their employment is up, they have to go back to whichever country that they came from. And in the instance of like tech bros or like Silicon Valley bros, their companies tend to hire a lot of H-1B visas, tend to hire a lot of immigrants with H-1B visas that come from India. Laura Loomer criticized this, and then she lost her check mark and she lost her ability to write long posts, and she lost her subs. And so she's calling him out for censorship. And a lot of other people have been getting banned on Twitter because they're daring to go against God, Emperor, King Elon Musk. As you can see here, after the past few hours of people being like, dude, is this your alt? Wait, what? Is this your alt? When he was in this voice call or like Twitter space, he just suspended a bunch of the accounts that were in the channel. Elon Musk is retaliating against everyone that went against him in the Twitter space, suspending them, seemingly trying to get rid of the evidence. The dude is in full meltdown mode. So he was demonetizing pages, suspending pages, and then he entered a Twitter space talking about how Elon Musk is being pro-censorship, but he entered it on his alt account, Adrian Dittmann. And on his alt account, he is melting the fuck down. And in retaliation, he decided to suspend a bunch of accounts that engaged in like signal boosting the fact that this is him on his alt account. So let's continue.
Tier engagement.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt about that. I just want to see if this is some sort of...
There's no such thing as shadow banning. There's such a thing as called a visibility filter, and that's not been applied to because you can clearly see all of the posts.
Okay, so
Like,
my check mark, my badge, my premium subscription was taken away, so I have a lower visibility factor. Let's get the technical
Your
terms
check mark
right.
is going to come back at some point. If you had like paid still into the subscription itself, it's just going to come back, and everything is going to be just like it was before. There's going to be like almost no change. So you're complaining for nothing. This is going to like be, I don't know, resolved in probably the next couple of days.
Good, it should be resolved.
Notice how this random guy, Adrian Dittmann, just is so confident in Twitter policy. It's definitely not Elon Musk. I know for a fact that when I talk to other people who definitely don't run Twitter, they also talk this way and say, it's not a big deal. Your account should be reinstated shortly. Not that I would know or anything.
Tomorrow, and I haven't been complaining at all. I've just been asking questions.
I don't know, man. I don't know what you guys did to yourselves. I don't know how you associate with each other, bring weird shit in, and then have people claim stuff that is blatantly a lie.
Hey, Adrian, something that you just said. So are you saying that you think this is going to be
I'm the
resolved?
discount coffee zilla in this conversation. It's so apparent.
Do you think it's going to be resolved in a few days, Adrian?
I don't know. I don't know the extent of the damage you've caused and the extent of the violations you've brought upon yourselves. Clearly here.
What a God Emperor thing to say. The violations and consequences you have brought upon yourself. Also, yeah, discount CoffeeZilla. Yeah. Yeah. I wish it would show me who's actively speaking when I'm like trying to listen to the recording.
Here, what has happened is of your fault.
All right, let me say something.
And there's no way to go. There's no way to go past.
And also, this guy Charles Johnson's thoughts and adventures. He spoke later about, because there's a lot more damning clips, and we'll hopefully get to all of them. I mean, you guys know what Twitter, what stream time is like. 1 hour is 20. But he tweeted about it, saying part of the reason I was so aggressive as I was with Adrian/Elon was to get him so agitated that he would speak faster than his voice modulator could work, and we could make a positive match using some software some friends of mine used for this sort of thing. I can confirm it's Elon. And even if it wasn't Elon and it's not physically Elon in the flesh, it's an account controlled and operated by Elon/X that represents him in every way, shape, and form. But of course, it's actually Elon. I'll be uploading a video which more or less confirms it. Watch me be hit. I think he means like get hit with a ban. Of course, I knew a lot about Elon, and so I used that to bait him into using the same talking points so we could use the audio we already had of Elon to compare against Adrian, and it's 100% match. The syntax, the pauses, even the laugh. Elon knows me IRL, so I wasn't surprised when he made a number of errors, talked over me, etc. There's several grand juries investigating Elon now, so it's just a matter of time. Here, listen for yourself. I don't know what this video is of, but we can listen. Dude, he has such an evil laugh. And I'm pretty sure this is some other random software that people use that showed it was like 100% match. God, evil villain laugh, dude. What the hell? Anywho, if Elon or his cronies retaliates against me in any form, I'll just sue him for what he did to me already, and I'll leak everything he knows I know. Make my new year. And yes, quite brave to stand up to the richest man in the world. What can I say? Nothing compared to the bravery of my family members who built this country. They didn't build it, so I'd hand it over to a criminal fraudster like Elon and his Indian slaves. Okay. This is the worst part about it, right? The people fighting Elon are not even great people. They're like awful people, but that kind of makes it better because it's like the girlies are fighting amongst each other. I'm not going to be intimidated by some 2-bit South African criminal, and neither should you. You're an American. It's time to act like it. Elon should remember his own family legacy of service before it's too late for him. One final point. I know enough here about Tesla to expose Elon. If there's any lawyers who want to work with me, I have a few really interesting ideas. Elon, also my family, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I don't really care about the rest of this. All right.
There's no way to do any of that. There's like just no way, right?
All right.
Well, right.
Hey, all I wanted to say was I will assist however I can. Laura.
Stop! I can't hear what he's saying because everybody has their mics unmuted. I wanted to hear what he had to say, please. Like it's so annoying. These spaces are just so fucking frenetic. I want to hear what he said. I asked him a question, and the question is,
yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe don't bring people up who are like blatant fucking racists and who are calling me a piece of shit and saying I'm going to come to your house. I'm going to come to you.
I'm not the host of this space, so don't blame me for bringing.
I'm not going to come to your house.
Right.
Trust me.
Grandma, new grandma coming in with the I'm not going to come to your house. Trust me. I love you, grandma.
Please stop talking for the good of the mental sanity of my brain and everyone else's brain.
You have to look from outside.
Please stop talking.
You have to look from outside. And you know what?
Yes, I am looking from outside in, and what I'm seeing is pure fucking insanity.
You're being very pompous. You think I can hear you clearly think that you're smarter than everybody else.
Could you please stop threatening me and mischaracterizing me? I kind of feel like offended by that.
They should think and what they should do, and they should bow to you. Stop. Dude, be like normal.
No, I'm not stopping. I'm just beginning.
Be normal. Look at this. You're so condescending. Like
you want to tell me how to be normal?
I even don't know who you are. I'm talking
you
to
are
you
threatening me physically and want to tell
this guy?
When did she threaten him? When did grandma threaten him? Bro, grandma at no point said any threat. What are you talking? She just owning your ass, bro. Oh god, dude. Oh my god, dude. And he's like, I can only assume that he was doing this at the same time that he was posting on his main account, because he was also tweeting this shit, being like, "That is a lie. Did you make this lie? I found it elsewhere. Is it fake? Where did you find this lie? It was posted on Reddit. My mistake. I didn't know it was forged. Liar." Buddy, buddy, it's okay. It's gonna be okay. This one's also pretty good. The reason I'm in America, along with so many critical people who built SpaceX, Tesla, and hundreds of other companies that made America strong, is because of H-1B. Take a big step back and fuck yourself in the face. I will go to war on this issue in the likes of what you cannot comprehend. You think he pissed himself a little? He shit himself a little in his big baby diaper.
Hi, Elon. This Adrian Dittmann
No,
guy.
he's
I'm sorry,
not.
are you
He's
fucking
not.
stupid?
It's like, you know,
I
you
think he wants
interact.
I'm sorry,
people to
what?
think that he's Elon. I think that he's a
Yeah,
very
it's a
aggressive
bit of a
LARPer,
meme because nobody
that's
else
how he
is
gets
able
to
to
speak in
understand the basic
spaces.
thing that's called words, the words that I utter, and the posts that I make, specifically stating the inverse of all those incorrect assessments, more so actually showing how you all have no fucking clue what's going on.
So what's going on?
Clearly. This is the point of what's happening here. This is what I'm like showing to everyone.
So what's going on?
You don't
Tell
even
us.
see it.
Tell
It's
us.
hilarious.
Yeah, so what is this
What's going on right now is that you guys put out a bunch of bullshit because you're jealous of somebody getting in. You believe that you're somehow entitled of some sort of support, even though you've caused insane amounts of harm to every single movement you're being a part of.
Wow. So that's
Well,
what's going
hold
on.
on.
You want to
So-
you want to peg it all and stick it to the system. You want to
So
peg it
who-
all to
who
the
you- but-
fucking tech bros because they somehow worked for people.
Wait, but who?
You want to like
so
somehow
who-
pick it
who
straight
are
on
you
the fucking
backing
Indian
towards
dude
that?
because he
know
looks
this now.
different. That's what you
By-
want to do.
by the
That's
way-
what you're doing.
By the way, the new bill that was just passed is going to out a lot of this foreign activity. So it's just a matter of time before they're all kind of done anyway. And they kind of know it, which is why they went hard for Trump, even though they tried to fuck Trump in 2016. We all remember,
Adrian.
we all remember
wait,
Elon
They sound like
giving
a
a
guy,
face to
Adrian.
DeSantis.
Oh boy, I see this
We
is where it's
remember
going.
this.
Adrian, which specific people are you talking about with labeling it and movements and all?
I love when he gets mad, though, because he goes from British to South African to American to Australian. He's giving off 9th grade debate club vibes. Yes, yes. If this guy isn't Elon Musk, he's doing an incredible job of imitating his precise brand of cringe. I know.
That which people specifically?
All of you guys here, because
Who's
you're
all-
making an
me?
absolute
Who?
mockery of
All
yourselves.
of us.
100%. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
the point that I
This is
dude. Oh, dude, the lack of self-awareness. You're making a mockery of yourselves right now.
embarrassing. This is really embarrassing.
The central points that I've been bringing up that have not been resolved, and we've been
By the way, I have no
topics,
position in this at all, other than the fact that I'm a massive troll, and I'm just basically trying to expose how exactly you.
Yes. This is like the most beta bitch thing you can say, and only fucking losers say this shit, by the way. I'm actually just trolling. It was actually a troll. Yes, yes. I lost my wife and kids in the divorce as a troll. I have no friends and family members because I just be trolling. Oh my God. Oh, it's so pathetic. I wish these people could see how pathetic it looks when they do that. Oh my God. Shits myself. Rent free.
You guys have no clue what's going on and just want to drum up drama. For no reason.
So if you have the answers, then
I've done the same to like multiple other people
Adrian,
themselves who've like
you see, I've
claimed
been
to have some
trying
sort
to
of meritable
I've been
excuse
trying
behind their
to-
nonsense. But realistically speaking, you just get pissed off by the.
So you only want to have so you only so do you have the answers for the two questions I brought up about why she got specific, subscriber only?
I don't have any
No, you
answers
don't.
for your
Okay,
strange
so then you
questions.
can't
I
answer
have
about
answers
those.
for the other strange questions that you asked
Right, so
before,
you
but
have
just
any answers. That's the
clearly
point.
keep muting me before I can clearly answer them.
It's complete. I have no power in my space. My space
Get
is
it out,
broken,
man.
so
Get
I
it
can't
out.
help you here. All right, it's a complete
You
crash
are
on my
broken.
side. So if you want to be up here, you want to be up here. Like I'm trying to. I brought you. We brought you up trying to have some discussion, but you don't want to have one. I get it. I'm trying to be cordial and all of that, but if you don't want to be, then I can't help you. I brought up 2 points. You know the answers for those 2 points. Like, what's the problem here?
I'm trying to like answer point one, whatever point one was,
But
but
you
I
don't
think
even know
like
it. You weren't
point
listening.
one is now point 122 whatever
Okay, I
version
said
because
2
like at this
points.
point you're just making shit up.
I said 2 points. The first one was about
Which
the
point
subscriber only
specifically?
issue with Laura Loomer. You said you didn't know. The second point was why all of us got hit for something, and you didn't know. Those are 2 points.
I don't know what you guys did. I don't know the extent of the
So
bullshit
you don't
that you guys
know,
pulled.
and that's the entire point. Correct? Exactly.
How has it not been clear that I've stated this exact thing?
You don't know.
I am thinking that you are pulling a bunch of bullshit, and your level of defensive without any
What have I
actual
said?
real good proof
What have I said?
clearly states that the opposite is happening.
What have I said?
What do you mean, what have you said? You said a whole bunch of bullshit that you can't even reconcile yourself. Why are you asking me? The burden of truth is on you, not me.
What is incorrect with what I said so far?
Oh, it's so cringe.
The burden of truth is on you, not me.
No.
I brought 2 points up. I said it's a unique situation that's never happened before with subscriber-only access for Laura Loomer. The second point being all of us collectively as an organization.
She's violated some sort of terms of service, it seems to be, or some sort of rules.
No,
There's nothing unique
really
about that.
honestly would like an opportunity to appeal it. Can I just explain to you that FEC records are public?
You don't need to explain anything to me. You clearly have. I mean, Owen Schroyer posted the fucking thing, which is funny as hell. You clearly see there in the little reply, you can say, here, would you like to repeal it? You press the little button there. Don't explain it to me, explain it to them.
I want to, but they didn't even send me an email to
Explain it
appeal.
to X-Corp, not me.
Okay, but I don't have an
And
email
not
from
anyone
them.
else.
They're not even acting in good faith. They didn't even send me an email.
Just sue them, Laura. It's not hard. You can force them.
Wow.
Okay, let me say something. The thing I don't understand
This is the most delusional bullshit
hold on,
ever.
Adrian, hold on. The thing I don't understand
No,
is that
you know what I am gonna do?
Dude, Elon Musk on his alt account being like, I don't know why you're explaining it to me. Go explain it to Twitter staff. Go explain it to them. Okay. Explain it to them and ask for them to reinstate. Just reply to the email. And she's like, I didn't get an email. I didn't get an email. And then some dumb fuck's like, you should sue them. You should sue the you should sue them. Fucking moron in chat. Yeah, Laura Loomer, I know you have way less money than Elon Musk, but you should sue them. Good idea. And then, of course, now Elon's not going to respond to the fact that she didn't get an email. So he's just like, wow.
About it is I'm gonna escalate. I'm gonna escalate
Precisely.
it. I'm gonna escalate it all the way up to President Trump because I'm gonna talk to President Trump.
You're not going to escalate shit. You keep being delusional as fuck.
I don't understand.
I swear to God, that's what I'm gonna do.
These are things.
And listen, let me tell you what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, do it.
Wow.
I'm gonna escalate it all the way.
I'm going to tell Daddy. I'm going to tell Daddy Trump. I'm going to go tell Daddy that you were being mean to me.
Way up.
Sorry, this guy's going to be like the world's biggest sin.
No, I'm telling you. I'm gonna take it to advisors and I'm gonna take it to people I know who have been appointed to cabinet positions. I'm gonna ask them, is this the type of America that we're going to be living in? Are these the campaign promises that were made to MAGA and the American people? There needs to be a real evaluation of the type
I think one of the promises was having you not be racist, perhaps, and a bunch of other people not being racist. I mean, really, you made fools of yourselves today.
I'm not a racist.
When have Republicans ever promised to not be racist, huh? That's like actually kind of part of being a Republican. What? That's like at least 20 to 30% of being a Republican is to be racist against non-white people. What the hell? I don't think... I don't think so. She's talking about going to Daddy Trump and telling him that Elon Musk is trying to hire those stinky
this
immigrants.
Adrian guy is holding spaces for Elon Musk DNM Spooner.
And he's like, yeah, well, you made a promise in Twitter to X to us to not be racist. And she's like, why do I give a fuck about that, huh?
Racist.
You clearly focus specifically on one guy regarding an issue that he has nothing to do with. He's an advisor for AI, not fucking immigration.
I'm not allowed to talk about H-1B visas and the fact that President
Well, you can talk about it all you want, but it's clear. It's very clear what you're doing here.
What am I doing?
And I think it has also been very clear to the platform.
No, just because I have a large platform and because my post was the one that went viral and exposed the fact that he, has made comments in the past that are not consistent with President Trump's immigration policies doesn't mean that I'm harassing.
And what are those comments specifically?
Well, if you would unban me and you would
no. State them to me. You keep claiming comments, but you cannot recite them to me, which means that you probably just made it up.
Why can't I access my account?
You fell for Vivek. That's on you. If you fell for Vivek, that's on you.
I think I've seen you around somewhere. What's your position on all of this?
Okay, this is my position on all this, right? Is that if you fell for Vivek at all, it's on you. Clearly, he's not America first and never has been. He read some Paleocon talking points. He came to America making money off snake oil bullshit. Then he put on a cowboy hat and pretended to be
Holy
a
shit,
far
I'm
right.
agreeing with
He
Boxing. Go
pretended
on,
to be
Boxing.
he pretended to be a far right bullshit artist, at smiling at white folks and looking at you guys like you're the high school quarterback that he fucking hates. He hates America. He hates white people, and anybody with a fucking IQ above 120 fucking knew that, and we told you guys.
Why are you so racist, man? Seriously.
I'm just telling you the truth.
As I said before, look.
The crazy part about like the racist allegations is like it's just racists calling each other racist. Like I'm not even sure which person is being racist to which group at this point. It's just like they're just saying it. Spider-Man pointing me? Yeah. It'd be like Vivek saying, hey, white Americans. I mean, I had the meme on screen. Hold up, let me pull it up. Come on. Vivek, which I'm pretty sure he said basically both of these things with more words or less words sometimes.
KK, wait, what if it's not Elon with a voice mod, and instead they're arguing with Elon's personal AI that he had made based on himself?
That would be crazy. Unfortunately, I think Elon doesn't have anything better to do with his life. So yeah. This meme, I think, is like very accurate. Vivek's saying Black Americans are lazy, have bad culture, and need to work harder like Asians, MAGA. And it's like a smiling face. And then Vivek saying white Americans are lazy, have bad culture, and need to work harder like Asians. And then it's like the MAGA freaks losing their shit. It's like the racists on the right, in the right wing camp, love to talk about how Black culture is bad and they don't promote family values and they don't promote education and they need to fix their culture and blah, 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 blah. And then the second you say, yeah, well, white culture is not that far off either on that front. Actually, you guys don't value these things. Suddenly that's being racist to white people. Twitter user rape N-words 1488 thinks this is going too far. This is racism. Do something about this, Elon, now. This is what I'm watching. It's crazy, dude. It's insane.
Look, you guys, President Trump listens.
This is fucking a shit show. You don't even know.
President Trump listens to his base, and his advisors will listen to the base too. This has to be escalated all the way up until we get a response from the campaign and the Trump transition team about the influence that big tech is having.
Like, this is insane. You do realize that what you're doing is actually fucking insane. Mentally insane.
It's not insane.
It is. It is.
We voted for President
You're like trying
Trump.
to actively destabilize government.
What are you talking about?
That's fucking serious.
Government responds to we the people. We elected President Trump, and
yeah, exactly.
This is crazy. This is actually.
Yeah, who elected you? It's a good question. My friend just asked a really good question. Who elected you exactly to do all of this? Who elected you?
I'm an American citizen and a voter.
Yeah, who elected you? Who elected you to do all of this?
Do all of what?
Who elected you to get involved in politics? Who elected you specifically to try and take actions that impact the way administratively things are done?
I'm an American citizen, I'm a journalist, and I'm a voter. I can do whatever I want.
So you're an unelected individual who's trying to interfere with government process because of a personal opinion.
Saying that as Elon Musk is crazy. Oh my God, it's crazy. It's crazy to say that. Oh my.
I think
that's exactly what you're doing.
We, the people, need to use our voices.
You are not the people. You are a person.
And I'm encouraging everybody
just to make that specific. You're an insane person, actually, as a matter of fact.
To contact the Trump administration and to make their voices heard about how they're unhappy with the unfettered access that big tech executives who are still clearly pro-censorship have at Mar-a-Lago.
Wow.
And
I've noticed that like most people have like a go-to response when they don't know what to say to something. And every single person has like a generally different response. And it's good to know that Elon Musk says, wow. Sorry. Aquarius, thank you for the 49 months. Rick Dollar, thank you for the 15 months. Robo Griffin, thank you for the tier 1. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Wow. Wow.
Hitting here is the fact that you're jealous of a
No.
specific individual's position,
No.
or specific other
No,
individuals having positions that you do not have and are never going to have.
I think that it's very concerning that people who share this worldview that it's okay to censor people.
What worldview specifically? What worldview? You can't even name the worldview specifically.
It's a
worldview?
worldview of censorship. It's a technocratic.
Okay, how exactly is the worldview of censorship? You have to
Because
agree
you
on something
just-
here. Is it either that you're focusing on immigration, or is it that you're focusing on the
No.
censorship? Which one are you focusing on especially? Because specifically you were focusing on the immigration, thereby the visas. So what exactly was wrong about the visas?
You're supporting a retaliatory censorship action against.
So tell me exactly what was wrong with his take on the visas. Specifically, tell me exactly what was wrong with it.
It's completely oppositional to President Trump's original.
In which way? From which perspective? Like, what did he say?
Altogether, I mean, just supporting H-1B visas is in complete opposition to what President Trump said in 2016, and that he wants to eradicate the H-1B visa program.
That is 2016. Welcome to the future. This is the current year of our Lord. It's 2024.
Promises made, promises kept. You're not original MAGA. You don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not MAGA at all, motherfucker. What are you talking about? I'm not a political individual. I'm like this thing. I'm like a UFO above like some sort of strange water source that just like is floating there above the psyop layer. That's what I am. I have literally zero.
Do you know how dumb you have to be to get mogged this hard by Laura Loomer? She's Loomering him, dude. He's getting Loomered. Oh my God. Oh my God. Just so for anyone who is just like also losing their mind and losing track of what's occurring here, Elon Musk on his alt account is like, yo, what did Elon say that was wrong? What did he say that was wrong? Tell me what he said. Tell me what he said. Tell me what he said that's wrong. And Laura Loomer said, I mean, it's antithetical. Everything that he said about H-1B visas is antithetical to Trump's policies on immigration. Trump wants to bring jobs back here in the United States. That's why he, for example, has the tariffs or wants to implement tariffs. That's why he wants to build the wall. He doesn't want H-1B visas. It is against Trump's policies. And if you knew what Trump's policies were, they haven't changed since 2016. That's been his original MAGA policies. Clearly, you don't know anything about this. And then he said, I'm not even MAGA. I'm not even MAGA. I'm dark MAGA. I'm a UFO. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh no. You know the guy in high school that used to brag about his ACT scores, but he smells like ass and Axe body spray, but also says that he's a black belt? That's Elon at 53 years old, correct. Jorasar, thank you for the tier 1. Thanks. Oh my God. I don't get it. Does he think people wouldn't recognize his voice? I have no fucking idea, dude. Genuinely. Genuinely. Master, thank you for the 5 gifts. Technically 8 gift subs. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, welcome, Kratos. Oh my God. I'm sorry, but Elon, has he been outed in this point of the conversation, or he's still pretending to be someone else? He's still pretending to be someone else. The alt account here is Adrian Dittmann. And he's pretending to not be Elon Musk.
Your political thing with anyone.
Okay.
I don't care.
That's your problem because you don't.
I don't care left, right, center, inside out.
You don't understand us. You don't understand. If you're
oh no,
not
I do understand better than anyone else because you told me to have.
If you're not a member of the political movement, that you're not going to understand why people are so passionate about this issue that they've been fighting against for over 8 years.
You haven't been fighting against shit. You've been spreading misinformation.
I'm not spreading misinformation. I'm sharing President Trump's original policy. You either support President Trump or you don't. You don't get to fucking pick and choose.
2016 is not 2024.
You don't get to fucking pick and choose. You don't get to pick and choose what policies are good for America and what policies define MAGA after President Trump ran for office.
This is a great chat message, I have to say. This is such a good chat message. I can't believe I've never seen your chat messages, and you've been here for at least 2 years and bangers, dude. As a grippy socks girl, I'm very happy to see that someone else had a worse breakdown than me in these holidays. Thank you for highlighting that message. That was a good usage of your points. That was amazing.
office, okay, and gave the finger to the both political parties and both political establishments in 2016, okay? I'm fucking sick
He doesn't have
and tired of
any
all these
obligations to what he has done in 2016. He has obligations to his voter base and what he promised in
I'm
2024, and that's
sick
it.
and
That's the end of that.
tired of
You
bandwagon
live in the
people.
past. You literally live in the
No,
past. You're in
no,
everything that's wrong with the movement.
no, I'm not. You don't even know what the
That's
fuck the
just not
movement
true at
is. You
all.
just
You're
said
the
you're not even part of the
reason.
movement.
You're probably part of the reason why a lot of people didn't vote for the Republicans after 2016.
No, Donald Trump
Because
is the
if
Republican
I
Party,
was a rational
and
individual
one
and
of the
I were to
reasons
look at
why a
this,
lot of
I would
people
probably
gave
do the
up on
same.
the
Actually,
Republican
as a matter of
Party
fact.
is because the Republican Party gave up on Donald Trump, and they failed to recognize the fact that Donald Trump is the fucking Republican Party. Okay, that's what I'm trying to emphasize here, and that's what our gripe is with all of these big tech globalists who came in 4 months before the election.
Big tech
They
globalists.
are.
Now it's the
They're
globalists.
globalists.
Since when it's the big tech globalists?
They're
Tell me,
globalists.
who's the globalist specifically?
They're all globalists.
Are the globalists in the room with you?
In the room with me right now?
Serious question.
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
You.
I'm a globalist?
Yeah.
Nice. You may have
Oh
thought
my god, he thought he ate and then he didn't eat at all, dude. How? Do you know how easy it is to eat with the "are they in the room with us now?" And then you said it and then you got loomered again. No, dude. No. Stop getting loomered. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't get the Laura Loomer hype. I didn't see what Trump saw in her. I see it now. I get it. I get it. I'm getting loomered, dude. Oh my god. Strum Dog, thank you for the gift up to inner heaven. Thank you.
that was going to be an insult. I don't have insults. You can't insult me.
That's fine.
What?
Laura,
I'm
what
like
you
more
gotta
base than
do,
you can imagine because there's
Laura,
literally
what
nothing
you
you can do
gotta
to offend
do,
me.
Okay, well
gotta
then
reach.
there's nothing we can do to offend you. It doesn't matter. Look, the people are attacking me. Clearly,
Oh, you
they're
damn
going to censor
pride.
me. They're going to silence me. But my advice to all of you
You know what is censoring and silencing you? People are just like, you're disrespecting the rules of the house.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like when you go to somebody's place and they say, you know, no salsa dancing on the fucking eating table at midnight, and you're
What? What? What are you fucking? Huh? What are you talking about? What the hell are you? What the? Jack, what the hell are you talking about? What the hell? This is how you know Elon Musk doesn't have any friends and has never visited somebody. He's never been invited to somebody else's house. Because this is, how do you fumble this? This one's easy. You do the same one every time. You know when you go to someone's house and they say no shoes inside? You be respectful and you take your shoes off. What is it? He's like, I have lots of friends that tell me not to salsa dance on the eating table at midnight. Yes. I have a friend have her, so I know that.
still salsa dancing on the fucking eating table at midnight. That's kind of a problem.
I didn't violate any terms of
Like if I kick you out of the house, that's kind of warranted.
Yeah,
but in this case, you're just like, hey, get off the table. Don't do that again. We don't do salsa dancing with the light off on the eating table.
I didn't
social
post
media
personal
platforms
information.
are the platform for free speech in the modern day. That's what you got to understand.
Anyway, what I was saying before, you guys, is that President Trump...
Hang on a second. Let my friend speak. Hold up a second. Let my friend speak. Outer, go ahead.
Yeah, so there's a reason that RFK Jr. is being kept separate from oil, and he's being specifically put into the health industry because Trump doesn't agree with him on that. Same idea here. Suriname is only there for his AI policy. He does not influence any sort of immigration policy. So do you not?
Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Hopefully we get mass deportations.
Okay, but that's just intellectually disingenuous. Even David Sachs,
The only friends Elon can get are fucking bots that have to do his bidding. That's so sad, dude. Jesus.
It is. Immigration and AI are inextricably tied together, given the fact that these big tech executives are now telling us, well, you know, Americans are too dumb to work in AI. So we have to import the best and brightest in order to get people to work in tech and AI in our country. So don't tell me that AI and immigration are separate issues when the tech executives have literally spent the last 72 hours telling us that Americans are too retarded to work in tech and AI. And so we have to import people to go work in tech and AI.
Well, look,
That was a huge misstep by Elon, by the way. Calling Americans R-worded and saying they're too dumb to work these jobs, like, dog, you can't say that. You can't say that out loud. You can't say that. Because realistically, it's not that Americans are too dumb. It's that Americans don't have enough higher education because higher education is too fucking expensive in this country. 30% of Americans have a degree, have a college degree. Generally, if you want to work in like a tech industry job, you need a bachelor's degree. They generally don't. There's rare exceptions, of course, but generally it is one of the base qualifications to work in a high-paying tech job. The vast majority of Americans do not have college degrees. Why? It's not because they're too dumb, although some Americans are too dumb. It's that it's too fucking expensive. It's too fucking expensive to get higher education. And there's a lot of people who get failed by their public school system. And when they take college classes for the first time, they realize, oh my God, wow, this is like way more difficult than I thought it would be because our public school system is just, it's pathetic. And there's a lot of people who take a year or 2 years of classes, and either because they have to pay bills or because they have to have, there are family emergencies or there's other life emergencies, or because managing a job and school at the same time is too hard. They fail their classes, and then they have this school debt that they can never pay off, and they're too scared to go back to school and collect even more debt without graduating. So yeah, it's I don't think that it's that Americans are too dumb. I think it's that Americans are being failed every single day by their fucking government because we're too busy giving rich fucks like Elon Musk more and more money in the form of not taxing them enough. A bachelor's won't get you shit anymore, TBH. I never said that a bachelor's degree will get you these jobs. I'm saying you won't get these jobs unless you bare minimum have a bachelor's degree. I'm not saying you will. I know multiple people who are like struggling to get jobs who have good degrees. It's that if you don't have a degree, your application immediately gets thrown out. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Both can be true. It can be true that you can have a degree and struggle to get a job, and also not having one means that there's a lot of places that won't even look at your resume. Both of those statements are true. Because you have to understand that a lot of these companies that are hiring, they have like tools that automatically, it's not AI, it's just a program that reads your resume. And if it says that you don't have a degree, your resume literally gets thrown out. Keyword search, yeah. It's not AI, it's just like basic text search. So yeah. Degrees are necessary, but they're not sufficient for getting a job. Precisely. Yes, currently unemployed without a degree in white collar industry, and it's miserable. Yeah. ATS is what it's called. It's just an algorithm. I mean, it's basic like text search. It's not anything super, super complicated. Anyways, so the sentiment, we have to hire immigrants because they're the ones that actually have experience in this field, because they're the ones that have degrees in this field, is true. A lot of the people that end up getting hired with H-1B visas are just people who managed to get degrees in that field and get some work experience in that field, and they're easily exploitable. So why wouldn't we hire them? Why wouldn't like tech millionaires and billionaires hire them? And also, Americans aren't educated enough because education is just too fucking expensive. So the people that would even qualify for these jobs, it's such a small number of Americans that would even qualify for them. And even if they did qualify for them, they're not as easily exploitable as immigrants are. So that's what I wanted to say right there really quickly. Anyways, with that in mind, Elon Musk going on his Twitter account and agreeing with a post that said Americans are R-worded, and that's why we have to hire immigrants. What a fucking dumb fuck you have to be to tweet that. Why would you ever tweet that? You're so fucking stupid. That's your base you're talking about, you fucking moron. Those are the people who are supposed to like you. You're just alienating everyone who likes you. Jesus.
Let's just ask Adrian this simple question, right? Like, what is the purpose of the H-1B?
There is simply not enough talent in the United States itself to fill out these types of positions.
Oh,
Even if there
oh, so you
was,
went from
the
so you just
entitlement
went
is
from
so fucking
saying
high.
you just went from saying that this guy's not going to have anything to do with immigration to saying, oh, there's simply not enough talent.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything to do with
Well, and
immigration. I'm
that's the
specifically
thing.
addressing
You
a
say
strange point that
entitlement,
you made
like,
about something that
we
had
want
something not
first
to do
world
with this guy.
wages.
Okay.
We want first world wages and first world living standards. When you import tons of people from third world countries, they come
please.
here, and to them,
When Elon
second
squirts
world
an
living
angry little
standards.
shit during a Twitter thread, it is technically asexual reproduction, cloning, and we shouldn't be erasing asexuals like this. RHYZ pout.
Stop. Oh my God. Entitled for wanting to survive. Yeah. Elon would 100% be better off if he never tweeted anything. Same with Trump, to be honest. Yes. There is a reason why I also think that those people are weirdly more normal than Elon Musk, because you have to be severely mentally ill to be one of the richest people on the planet and spend all of your free time arguing with people on Twitter. Like, you're mentally ill. Like, I know people who do that, or I've known people who do that. I've met at least one person who was very mentally ill and spends all of their time on the computer. I hung out with them in real life over the course of a weekend once, and they were like sobbing because they were Twitter co-posting the entire time. And I was like, whoa, I'm just gonna not talk to you anymore. Blasting Hassan. No, Hassan is not addicted to Twitter. He's addicted to Twitch. Okay, guys, come on. Please be real. I forgive those people because I'm like, I guess you just don't have enough going on in your life. So, like, this is how you spend your time. But to be the richest person on the planet, you can literally do anything you want. Anything you want. You can do anything. And you're spending it on Twitter. What the hell is wrong with you? Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Like, no words. There's a reason that fucking Mark Zuckerberg and Jeff Bezos and all those other fuckheads just like have somebody else tweet for them. They have better things to do with their time than fucking posting online. Hello? How do you have all the money in the world where you can literally go to any country you want? You can get away with murder if you wanted to. You can eat anything. You can go anywhere. You can buy anything you want. There's a reason they don't spend their time arguing with random people on Twitter or on X or on Instagram or on Threads or whatever. This is how you know that Elon Musk is a total fucking loser, dude. This is what helps me like get through the days sometimes where I'm like, dude, life sucks. Like, I'm such a failure, dude. I'm such a fucking, oh, dude, fuck. I'm just like such a, ugh. And I'm like, wait, Elon Musk exists. Elon Musk literally has all the money in the world and he can't make a single friend. Life is okay. Life is actually fine. Life is actually pretty good. Okay. Denim's casually admitting getting away with murder would be on her to-do list if she was a billionaire. I mean, is it really murder if you go after people that are barely humans? You know, the type of people that put profit over people. Like, I don't even know if those people lost their humanity a long time ago. I feel like God, upon weighing your sins, he'd be like, nah, you good. That's fine. That one's neutral. All right, next sin. Jerked off in a movie theater. Oh, you're going straight to hell. I'm sorry. No, that one's not good. No. Yeah, you can pull the lever. Yeah. You thought of the shareholders, which is godly, yeah. Oh, God. Okay. Wrong lever. All right, let's go.
are a step up, so they're willing to settle for that. But that's a step down for the rest.
You're
of us.
absolutely
For
right,
example.
and that's why I just
many of
asked
the
to
places
Adrian.
that the super
Adrian, look,
talented
what's your
people
point?
come from,
What
you do realize that the people who are super talented come from places that are so advanced that first world and third world doesn't matter to them.
This conversation's not going anywhere. I'm just gonna.
Well, the biggest advocate for
That's
Indian
getting upside down,
immigration,
inside out. That's what's happening.
the biggest advocate for Indian immigration is here, and that's Siddharth. So why don't we give him the mic?
Before you give Siddharth a mic, I think that all of you should know that President Trump does listen to his base. And if you're really passionate about this issue, I think that all of you should use your contacts and your influence and your voices to contact President Trump's campaign or to tag them online, Team Trump and President Trump and his family members, to express your concerns about the unfettered access that big tech executives have and the way that they're.
You sound like the left right now. You understand this, right?
No, I'm not calling for anybody to be canceled. I called for you.
You sound like a fucking globalist shill. You sound like an anti-American globalist shill.
I'm such a globalist shill. As a matter of fact, I can shill for the globalist shills.
Oh my god, he's such a loser. Oh my god, he's such a loser. See, this is what I mean, chat. This is what I mean when I say he makes my life better just by existing. Because I remember every time I get sad and I'm like, oh, life sucks, dude. Man, I then I remember, wait, I have friends.
But
What
you
the
know
fuck?
what,
What are you
guys?
doing?
I'm sorry.
You shouldn't scream. You shouldn't scream.
Can I? What
I'm just
am I
calling
Everybody
on
like
people
keeps
to use
pegging
their
me as the
Right?
asshole.
How
But
about we let
Adrian, it's
Siddharth
like the
actually
boys.
speak?
Hey guys,
Instead, let Siddharth speak, please.
hey guys, thanks for letting me speak. I have a question to Laura.
Yeah.
I know we've had a lot of exchanges, and I'm happy to go past it.
Yep,
But
me
what
too.
I don't understand is you were racist. You cannot keep saying you weren't racist.
I'm not
You were
racist.
constantly saying, you said, okay, so can you please explain to me when you say plumbing and stinky and all these things? Do you
I
think
didn't say
that's not racist?
stinky. I'm talking about the fact that there is a crisis due to the overpopulation of India. And you can look this up. There's been a lot of
But
stories
that
about
is
this
racist, right?
and constant.
I mean, you
But
might.
these are all red herrings. Why don't we ask Siddharth one
This is
simple
not
question?
this is not
Listen,
racism.
Laura. Adrian's a pro. Okay,
Can you let this guy? Can you
I'm
let this guy
explaining it.
speak? Hang on.
I'm
Can you like shut up for a second and let Siddharth speak? You're
let's
just
just cover.
overriding
Let's just
for no fucking
No,
reason
he
whatsoever.
let's just cover this
he
one
asked me
thing real
about it,
quick, Laura. Yeah,
and I'm
one thing real
explaining it.
quick. Yeah,
Hey,
one
Mr.
thing real quick. This
Pro-immigrant,
is
Mr.
the important
Pro-India.
part.
Oh
Maybe
my
don't tell
god,
her
you
to
guys
shut up, man.
you're literally what's wrong.
All right, one person at a time. Let's go to last psyop.
Let's say for anyone who is at least 2 times.
No, last psyop.
Let's say for anyone who's at least
He keeps muting him.
2 times above the standard desk.
All right,
Man,
look,
if you can, like, seriously, you want freedom of
Siddharth and
speech.
Adrian can chime in on this, right? Like, why? Okay, if there isn't a problem, right? And I don't say I necessarily agree with everything Laura has ever said. If there isn't a problem, why are 75% of all H-1Bs issued to India? Why is that? Let's actually touch on that.
Yes, I can explain.
What's the problem with that?
So, I mean,
Because it's not even mathematically possible that they get 75%.
There's 1 billion people in that country. What the hell are you talking about? What the hell? Sorry, 1.4 billion people live in India. The math is mathing. It doesn't make sense that 75% of our H-1 visas go to India. Just doesn't make any sense to me. Doesn't make any sense. What do you... what? They have a lot of people. What are you fucking talking about?
Unless there's corruption. It's not possible.
That's bullshit. Maybe they're just the most hardworking people. Like, it's a very large country with many.
It's also one of the largest English-speaking populations in the world. Yeah, English is the second language in India, no? Let me double check. What's the English? Let me look up English speaking population. Oh, it's actually considered an official language. Hindi and English are the two official languages in India. I think that a lot of people seem to have forgotten that the UK colonized the fucking out of India, so it's not a shock that a lot of people would speak English there. Like, hello? Do we just forget all about history, dude? East India Company, we're done. We forgot. Okay, all right. Jesus Christ. Strum Dog, thank you for the gift sub. Thanks. Oh, and yeah, okay, thank you.
Hardworking people in it that would like to get
So
out
nobody
of their
else,
country.
nobody else from any other country. Yeah, nobody else from any other country can do math
They said
and some coding.
75%. I would say that probably a
this is
decent
the most
percentage versus
gaslighting I've
25% is a
ever
lot
heard
of fucking people.
so much gaslighting.
No, 75% of all issued H-1Bs from the United States, all H-1Bs.
Can I have my friend chat in for this real quick? Or to go ahead?
Even get the H-1B, you have to first finish a U.S. university, which you have to understand is going to be significant.
Guess what? We don't care how hard they work. They're not Americans, bro. Fuck you.
Yes, let's go. Let's go into the racism. Oh, dude, just like a group of racist people arguing who's racist. Oh my god, dude, it's so good. It's so good. Yes.
Can you stop screaming? Can you stop screaming, you absolute fucking idiot? You should literally be fucking kicked off the space. You are nothing but an absolute drag on the conversation. You have no understanding of what's going on. You're an absolute fucking idiot. You have a smoother brain than me.
The people from India that are getting the H-1Bs are in a significantly better position than the average person in the country because they're able to come to the U.S. and get a U.S. degree.
Yeah, and the reason that they're
Adrian,
able to
can I chime in on
come
this
to
really
the
quick?
U.S. and get the degree, the reason is because the colleges are charging them more
No,
money.
that's not. You guys are actually so wrong on the H-1B visa. So what it actually
Yeah,
is,
I never worked for the government, processed H-1Bs. Never heard of that before. People are talking about rumors. They're talking about rumors. 75% are issued to India, and there's no possible way that number should exist. It should not exist.
That's not the whole thing about the H-1B visa. It's about the H-1.
That's extremely racist.
It's about the H-1/4. So if somebody here comes into the healthcare or comes into a huge position, it gives their children also the opportunity to go to college. And if they don't, they have to go back. You're literally grooming people to become American citizens.
You're grooming people to become American citizens. This is incredible. This is so good, dude. This is so good.
What the H-1B visa is for. Now, if
No, it isn't.
Now, here's the thing: if hardworking Americans would, become computer engineers and be extremely successful,
They do, and they get blacklisted by big tech.
I don't think that.
Yeah, because they require actual wages. 80,000 a year is what they're paying. 80,000.
Go and Google.
Reddit moderator wants source. Tell me where the source is for this conclusion.
Explicitly discriminating against white people, like the DEI and all this stuff.
They've already settled.
DEI is a massive issue. I think we can all agree on that, but it has nothing to do with immigration.
I'm sorry. It is so funny to me to talk about DEI and be like, DEI is a real problem, guys. We definitely need to do something about that DEI. Anyways, stop hiring brown people. I don't care that they're educated and they can do the job and they're the most qualified. Hire white people. White people need to get hired. Anyways, thank God we agree on DEI. Am I right or what? You can't make it up, dude. You can't. It's so good.
But I'm saying, like, why do you think that these people aren't being hired? Oh, wait, it's because these companies explicitly are discriminating against white people through DEI and affirmative action. The other thing that you guys got to keep in mind is a country like the United States government is number one role is to look out for its own citizens. You know, and I've said this that like, okay, yeah, maybe the H-1Bs marginally increase total economic output, but it is in no way worth the moderate to significant decline in standard of living for American citizens. Because again, the government's only responsibility is to our people, not to foreigners on the other side of the world.
Okay, so what about the O1 visa, the EB1 visa, and the EB5? What about those?
Yep, well, I mean, I'm familiar with the O1, and that's the thing is that you guys sell the H1Bs as being the O1, where it's like, oh, these super skilled migrants. And yeah,
who is
like,
you guys specifically? Who's you guys? I'm not spelling anything. Who's you guys?
Generally, the proponents of this infinite immigration scheme. So yeah, you guys sell it as like, oh, well, the H1B is, oh, it's the best and brightest. No, it's just white collar workers that will work for cheaper than Americans. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's 100% what it is. And every tech company in the United States takes advantage of that. 100% of them, not 20% of them, 100%. It's always been that way. And it's not that we don't have the skills. It's that they simply hire them to pay them lower wages. It's that easy.
There's literally, if you go up and look in the Google in the chat in the jumbotron, you can see that literally like last month, 3 Indian immigrants pleaded guilty to H-1B visa fraud in federal court. It happens all the time, and Americans are sick of being screwed over by all these fraudsters.
Can I speak? Yeah. So here's the thing. There is fraud. There are cases of H-1B fraud that happens, no doubt about it. But that does not credit from the fact that H-1B is critical for the American tech industry. You might not like it, but that's the fact.
Then we should end the American tech industry as it currently stands.
End the American tech industry. Good idea. Denims, are you on the Marvel Rivals hype Sean and I are on right now? Yes, I am. If you guys are still playing by the time I finish doing this segment, maybe we could play. I don't mean to brag or anything, but I am plat. Yeah. Which basically means I'm a pro player. I'm just saying. Hop on when you're done. Get a mod to @ me or in me or Sean's chat. Yes, I will. I will. Play on your alt. Well, I didn't say that we would play a comp. I'm just down to play some quick play. I also don't know what the cutoff is for ranked. You guys know what I'm talking about. Like blanking on the word. Anyways. Ranked play? Yeah. They meant your alt Twitch? Oh, sorry. I'm an idiot. Sorry, my bad. Sorry, my bad. My bad. Okay, let's go.
I'm pretty sure it's doing pretty well. So by the way,
I would argue it's not doing very well. It's doing well in terms of profits, but the wages should be way higher, and maybe more Americans would go into them. And maybe if Americans weren't discriminated against by the tech industry, we would see more Americans go into them.
So I think there is a
And those are our arguments. That's all we've been trying to say.
I know if I say this because I'm an Indian American, this will, might ruffle you guys wrong, but there is a skill issue. There are less Americans getting.
Sorry, but there's very funny about motherfucking Chad Sidharth coming in saying there is a skill issue. Dude, this is like Korea talking to NA players. This straight up, it's the same thing. This is NA players having to play in nationals against Korean players, and they're like, I can't land anything, and he lands everything. What am I supposed to do?
I had a perfect score on the SAT. I graduated in the top 10 of an elite prep school. I was routinely discriminated against at the hiring interviews for Google, as have been many other people in this space. And many people like
honestly, if I was supposed to hire you as well, I probably wouldn't hire you anyways.
No, you
That's
wouldn't
some
because you're
fucking
not
shit
a
right
U.S.
there. I would
citizen,
never
and I
hire
would
this
never
guy.
work for Elon.
First of all, I have to address the obvious. And then let me guess, you got a perfect score on your SATs and you aced all the interviews and then everybody clapped and then your mommy gave you the best cookies and she cheered for you and you did everything right and they still indicted you. This definitely happened for sure. For sure. Definitely. Second, this is the problem, okay, with tech bros. It's really bad. This is actually the one area where business bros come out on top of tech bros. Like, I hate business bros. I have nothing but hatred for business bros. They provide nothing, okay? They are useless to society, okay? They exist to extract value. Is that a hot dog? No. But business bros understand, because they don't provide any value, they understand soft social skills. And it doesn't matter whether you're the bestest at all the things. What matters is when you walk into an interview, how much can you, how do you get the interviewer to like you more than everybody else that he interviewed? And in business bros have so many soft skills. They have all the soft skills. Again, because they don't provide anything and there's no way to really test for it, right? Like, can you do Excel? Yeah. Okay. Great. The other guy looked cooler than you and he was more nice, so I'm hiring that guy. That's it. But business bros, they are all soft skills. All soft skills. It's all vibes. Tech bros, they think that they can float exclusively based on skill, like technical skill, so they have no soft skills. And that's why you will struggle to get hired if you don't work on soft skills. Because guess what? It doesn't matter if you can do your job well if nobody ever wants to work on a project with you. If it is very obvious to the interviewer that you're an insufferable, pompous asshole that doesn't get along with others and never learned how to play nice, you are a horrible hire. Because they know all the other employees will complain.
Keep it up. I love you all.
Pairing you with other people will be a nightmare. Your managers will hate you. The people under you will hate you. And that's why they don't hire you. There's a lot of problems in the job market just in general. But like anyone here, and like, I mean, there's the problem of just like sending out hundreds of applications and getting no response for any interviews. Okay. Obviously that's its own problem. But if you are struggling in interviews, if you are having the problem where you show up at interviews, but you never get a call back, work on your soft skills. Genuine life advice chat. Work on your soft skills, because I promise if you are capable of getting into the interview room, but you're struggling to get hired, it is 100% soft skills. And there are ways to work through those problems. They're very easy to work on. You just need a lot of practice. And the cool thing is you can practice those soft skills on like random people. Like you can practice the same soft skills that will carry you in an interview. You can practice them on like baristas or on like the Trader Joe's fucking cashier. Because nobody wants to hire someone that can't get along with anyone else. And the other problem is in tech, and I've met a lot of tech bros, there's so many of them are so insufferable. So many of them think they're smarter than everybody else and better than everybody else. And that's why they struggle to get hired. Because again, nobody wants to work with someone who's insufferable. Nobody does. And to be quite honest with you, if you're at the point where life has brought you with your perfect SAT scores and doing everything right, but still getting indicted, and you're spending your time in a Twitter space talking about racism against white people, I can guess why you're struggling in these interviews. Okay, I can take a little gamble here on why you're struggling. That's a fundamental misunderstanding of tech hiring. Soft skills aren't evaluated like this in tech. White dude in big tech. Well, no, so the people that I know who are in tech, who are software engineers, there are a lot of actual tests that you have to go through. There's like multiple, usually interview processes. There's like the first set of interview, the second set, third set, or whatever. And there is a lot of technical skill involved, and you do have to do the technical stuff well. But the thing is, you as a hiring manager, you want to hire people that get along with other people. And I don't know about you guys, but if I was hiring people for a team, I would take someone who is a little bit less skilled, but very clearly has the capacity to learn and gets along with other people than someone who is more skilled. Because the capacity to learn and the ability to get along with other people is way more important than just base skill. And generally speaking, the final round of interviews, sometimes it's the first round, sometimes it's the final round from people that I've spoken to who've done a lot of these interviews. It's like mostly soft skills and mostly selling yourself as like someone that is enjoyable to be around, that will make your life easier, not more difficult. That when you run into a problem or you can't get along with a coworker, you don't run and go tell the teacher, I can't get along with this person. You solve the problem yourself. And you're like, hey, it's okay. Tell you what, like, you do this piece of work, I'll do this piece of work, and then we'll get through it, and then we'll head out today. If you need help, just let me know. I work in IT. I've been doing so for 13 years, but people who I interact with love me because I have 24 years of customer service experience. Soft skills are very important. Unironically, a product manager from Google said the same thing during a workshop at college. Yes. I'm from tech. What Dennis is saying is correct. Yes, it's important. Again, both are important. But like, just think about it logically from your position, just like for 2 seconds, right? I'm sorry, Denims, but please don't test your skills on grocery store workers. We don't want to talk to you. No, I'm talking about like when you run into a Trader Joe's employee, or like, I don't know about you guys, sometimes I've been to Aldi and like the cashier is mad talkative. And they're like, oh my God, the weather today has been so good. Yes. Did you see in the news, blah, blah. That's the opportunity. That's when you run into someone who wants to talk to you, this is your chance to practice. I'm not saying go and like harass the person who clearly is just trying to do their job. I'm saying there are lots of people who love yapping, especially if you live in the South. People love to yap so much. They love yapping. And you know what? They are happy when you're yapping back to them. So that's the opportunity to have the practice. Please don't harass workers that are clearly not having a good time. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Trader Joe's does this. Yeah. I mean, I know it's sort of Trader Joe's policy also to be very friendly and hire friendly people, but I've also had like cashiers where they're just like, yeah, it's a good day. Yeah. Hope you guys are good. You guys find everything. And I don't bother those people too much. But there are some times where they're just like, your total will be $6 million. I'm just kidding. It'll be $26. Those people, those are the people, them. They want you to do it. They want you, okay? I'm telling you, they want you to, okay? Oh, not scanning. Guess it's free. Like, I'm sorry. They want you to be talkative with them. I promise. You're not bothering those people. Those are very social, extroverted people. They want you to have fun with them, okay? I promise. I promise. TLDR. If you're struggling with interviews like this guy seemingly is, chances are it's probably a soft skill problem. There's a good chance that it is. Yeah, Chabs, yes. Moroccans be yappers. They're hella yappers. Anyways, chances are it's soft skills, but the good news is it's very fixable. There are a lot of people who want to talk to strangers on the street, who want to make small talk, and you can work on those things and you can practice them. There's a lot of guides online on like practicing different social skills. You know, you can have like sort of ideas in your brain of things that are easy to talk about, et cetera, et cetera. Sorry, I'd rather be unemployed than do small talk. I disagree, but I do kind of feel you. I kind of feel you there for a second. Are we talking shit about Musk? You already know. Ham and cheddar, you already know. Oh, God. Misunderstood the assignment. Now I'm banned from all Trader Joe's. Guess they're just letting anybody in here these days. Dude, there's last thing on this. There's a Bevmo that I go to sometimes because I'm an alcoholic and I drink when I drive. And the guy there is there's always this one guy there and he's so fucking friendly and he's such a yapper. I like, whenever I go, I'm just like, okay, this time I'm gonna be funny this time for sure. And I have like a 0% success rate, but I try every time. And the problem is that he knows a lot of Hollywood references and I don't know any. So when he talks, I'm just like struggling really bad. I'm struggling really hard. But that's what I mean. I mean, like, if you go to certain stores and you run into people, it's a good opportunity to practice. Because I do think small talk, I've learned to appreciate small talk. I used to hate small talk, and over time, I've learned to appreciate it more and more. So, anyways, the hot dog lip gloss fidget putting in work. I know, right? So much fun. Anywho, let's get back to this video.
So there's that. And by the way, you'll be making license plates in no time at all.
Holy shit.
And by the way,
I'm gonna like
I have
borrow a
companies that
page. I'm gonna like borrow a page from the super tech bro here. You know, fucking like what is his name? Mark Zuckerberg, the Zuckerberg dumb.
Elon Musk literally won't let this guy talk.
Let me just chime in real quick. Let me explain this, right? Sid Harth is here. He can actually verify this, right? So $80,000 being paid to somebody that comes here on an H-1B is like top rank in India. If they go home with that money, or if they send even 40,000 home, they're a wealthy family in India. There's no debate on that. That's math. I do math. I don't debate all of this other talk.
This is important to understand because I'm agreeing with your point. The Modi government has an overpopulation issue. It's trying to basically outsource and move millions of people outside of India into the United States and into the Middle East, and it taxes the remittances that come into India. That is not our problem. We should be asking, what do we get for all the Indians that come here? And the answer is we don't. We get lower suppressed wages. We get higher tech profits that benefit few people who own these companies, and it doesn't benefit Americans. Full stop.
Guess what? You can solve this problem by just requiring that people, regardless of visa status, should get paid about the same as fellow workers, as fellow American laborers. And that solves the problem. Why is no one speaking in the recording?
Oh, hello?
Oh, okay, there we go.
Yep.
Can y'all hear me? Lagging
They've
back to me.
decided to come to conclusion.
It's lagging.
For real? Nice.
Hey, can one of you guys do me a favor? Because Yasher Ali is now like spreading disinformation and saying that I was banned for posting personal information. Somebody needs to clarify and say that's what they said I did at Twitter. I didn't actually
Is this Loomer or is
spread
this someone
personal
else?
information. And if you look at my post, you can clearly see the screenshot had the address on the FEC report, which is publicly available
I think it's
information
Loomer.
blurred out. So there's a full-blown effort right now to just push revisionist history.
I mean, even if you did share private information,
Hang on a second.
doesn't care.
Let my friend speak. You've been like, fucking damn. Anyways, Alda, go ahead, please.
I think it was pretty much clarifying for Elon Jet that posting anything that could reveal some information to a lot of people would
Let my friend speak. Let him speak.
get a suspension just because it was
The friend in question is just a fucking robot.
He didn't do any of that with Nick Fuentes having his docs out there and being seen by 16 million people. This is obviously bullshit. It's a selective enforcement of the policies against Laura because Laura criticized the H-1B visa program.
There's a lot of people
That is not true. They got rid of a lot of those posts. The only problem is that a lot of people are fucking drama queens and they engage with that nonsense. You have never managed an information system that large, so you wouldn't understand how complicated and difficult that is to moderate.
Adrian, with all due respect, Adrian, with all due respect, Twitter, on X, they talk about citizen journalism, and a lot of reporters have posted FEC reports before, and it's not just on the left, it's people on the right as well. And so this is publicly available information, and in the age of political journalism and citizen journalism, you should be able to post publicly available information. And I actually took the courtesy of blurring out the address on the FEC report so that nobody would accuse me of doxing or so that Saram would not feel threatened. And so I don't think it's right for me to be accused of posting personal information. If you want to say that I was offensive, that's a subjective, that's a subjective thing. Like, maybe I was offensive to you, but I did not post his personal information. And if you go and you look at the screenshot, you'll see I clearly blurred it. So
No, it's a fake excuse that they're using to censor you, Laura. Everybody knows.
Okay, but I would just, I think that, look, I would like to think that Elon could view this fairly and look at it objectively and see, okay, well, maybe I don't like her characterization of him as an individual, but she did not post personal information. And so I'd really like an opportunity to actually get back into my account and show everybody that I did not post this personal information. I have the screenshot. I'm happy to DM it to you, Adrian, so you can see what I actually posted, and it's blurred out. And you'll see for yourself, there's no address there. It's really unfair. There's a lot of people that post FEC records, and it's public information. If they say that citizen journalism is allowed on X, then you should allow for people to post FEC reports. It's how we hold people accountable. It's how we talk about people's political contributions. FEC reporting is a pivotal part of reporting on the political process in America. It just seems very unfair.
Hi, Bryce. It's just this is just the Twitter space for racists arguing that other racists are racist. The short version of it. From my understanding, for a catch up for anyone who missed some of what's happening right now, Laura Loomer is arguing that she has had her account demonetized and restricted, not because of anything that she said about the recent like AI chair that was put in place by Trump. But rather that she's being censored because she spoke against Elon Musk and she disagreed with Elon Musk. And that the information that she posted about this guy was public information and that there was nothing wrong with posting. It was not doxing. So they're making up this doxing accusation against her because they're trying to get her page demonetized because she's saying mean things about Elon Musk. A Twitter space for racists. You mean Twitter stuff?
By the way, I just looked at the transcript of the conversation that we were having earlier in regards to when you first received the notification. Yeah. And you said, I got a notification from Twitter that they're deleting my post about Saram and they're also limiting my account. There you go. That post about Saram.
Yeah.
You denied that you said that.
No, I said they said that they were deleting it because they said that it violated personal information. I'm happy to send you the screenshot.
Oh God, dude, this is so cringe. Elon Musk just tried to objection her, dude. He just tried to play ace attorney and said, well, actually in the recording you said that they reported you for that tweet. And she said, yeah, I'm saying that the report on that tweet is bullshit because it didn't violate any rules in that tweet.
I thought you didn't have access to the post.
I have the screenshot that showed up on my Twitter account. That's the post that I'm talking about. When I just got the notification, like prior.
I thought you didn't see a post at all.
I'm talking about this. I didn't get an email. I got a pop-up on my phone that was, and you can see what Owen posted. It's 3 images, and it says, let me read it to you. This is what pops up anytime I try to post. It says, we temporarily limited, I'm reading it to you. We temporarily limited some of your account features. What happened? We've determined that you violated X rules, so we temporarily limited some of your account features. And then you click next. There's a next button. After it says 11 hours, 59 minutes, you have to click start for it to engage. And then it says another message. We temporarily limited some of your account features. We determined that this account violated X rules specifically for 1, violating our rules.
I can read myself, okay. But here's the interesting thing. You specifically mentioned what is not shown in any of these screenshots. You mentioned the guy's name, so you knew which post triggered it, even though you denied it.
No, I already told you.
We have the transcript. We have the clip if we want to actually look for it.
I told you that they showed the post that they said.
So how do you know? So how did you know it was Suriname if you couldn't see the post?
Because
I can't see it in these screenshots. So these screenshots are really inconclusive because they're not within the. They actually need a community note.
I'm showing you and I'm telling you that they said that was the post, but I can't click on the actual post. It showed a screenshot of it and it said it, and I remember the post because I posted it yesterday where I clearly said. I posted
screenshot. Can you show me the screenshot of that post? Because he clearly said that there's a screenshot of the post there. So why didn't you show us that?
But I can't send images over DMs.
Yes, you can. You literally DM'd just now what you saw on your profile to someone
No,
else. So you
I'm not lying to
clearly
you.
can, but you are
I'm
not.
trying to message you. I sent you a message right now. If you check your
You can't message me on here. You're going to message someone. If you can't message someone on X, then you're going to message someone who's off X and then get that screenshot
That's
to me.
not true.
Just like you did with the other screenshot.
You can send messages, but you can't send photo or video messages. That is 100%.
You are denying that you can take a screenshot of what you received and send it to someone without using X. You liar. You are lying. You just lied, and we can prove it. You just lied.
To Owen Schroyer's personal cell phone number. I'm not lying.
Oh, I thought you were. I thought you were incapable of doing that.
No, I am not capable of sending.
That's right, because you didn't use X in order to do this, and that's why I'm asking you to do the same thing with this thing that you have here, because you just word for word said that you have a screenshot of that exact post, because the screenshot of the post was within the place where they. Do you see how you're digging your own grave here? You're like one of those cars, and they don't put like the pieces of wood there so that it doesn't get itself dug into the mud more, but you just keep driving and driving and driving. It gets deeper and deeper and deeper.
Anyone have any idea about what
I sent the screenshot to Owen's personal phone number. I tried sending him the message over DM, and it said
You left out key pieces. You left out key pieces of it clearly because you stated something that is not shown within those screenshots.
Because I can't fucking tweet because my account is locked.
Laura.
Again, you're lying even more because you're making an excuse that you have.
I sent him the messages. I sent him all
Yes,
of
good.
them.
Then why can't you send? Then why can't you send the full thing? Because you're clearly leaving pieces of information out that you have stated what those pieces of information are because you slipped up.
No, I didn't.
So either you're lying about this or you're lying about the other thing. I can't tell because you're lying about everything.
You're just watching right wingers go, "No, I'm Dirty Dan. I'm Dirty Dan."
Adrian,
I can't post it because
wow.
I
By
am
the
not
way,
allowed to
chat,
post on
Nick
my
Flint has
account.
just joined. We're about to have a party.
This is so ridiculous. I'm happy to send.
We're so done, man. This is like, dude.
Stop muting me. I'm happy to send other people on this chat who I have their personal cell phone numbers because he's gaslighting and trying to say that I could post this when I can't DM. Everybody fucking knows.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. I specifically said that you can send a screenshot of whatever you have to somebody else, which is exactly what you did.
You are having a
Have you ever been suspended?
This guy is this person is lying.
You are having a
100%. And we can prove it.
Okay, listen.
There is no. By the way, there's.
Can't.
All right, this isn't going anywhere.
I'm happy. Send me one of you. Send me your cell phone number, and I'm happy to
You
send
can send it to
all
me.
of the
Oh
screenshots,
fuck
just
no!
like
I'm not
I
giving
sent
it to you. You're fucking insane.
Okay, hold on.
Absolutely, the fuck I won't. That's like
Sorry, it's I can't do anything. Sorry, he muted it. Okay, could we have? So I think we have Nick up here, and I know there's been a lot of stuff going on X specifically regarding.
I'm not going to be called a liar. I'm happy to send this again. I sent all the.
Oh, you're absolutely a liar, and I have proofs of it for the fact that you're a liar. And we're not going to discuss the doxing problem and how to manage the fucking platform's information. That is not what's happening here. What we're specifically.
Oh, I ended that, but my whole thing.
You guys are not getting anywhere, so shut
because
up.
he's lying.
Just shut up. Just shut up. You guys, we've heard this going on. Just let someone else talk.
This is my favorite part of every dumb fuck conversation between right wingers. There's always like a secret third dumb fuck that waits until everyone's done arguing and then it's like, I'm the smart one here. And it's always the dumbest one of the group.
I'm just curious, Adrian.
The point of this is why the account got shut down, and you want to let other people talk about bullshit stuff.
The chirper.
My account got shut down because of what? I'm falsely being accused of doxing someone when people know that I didn't post the address because it was blurred.
So hold on, because I
you have to be like a masochist because you got to be left calling a liar because you're.
I can't. My whole face is broken. I can't even do anything here. So she made her point.
You're clearly muting people, so you have full control over the space.
No, that's me. That's me.
Don't bullshit me. That's not me. So
all right, good. Then it's him. Nice.
So I want to have Nick talk about the doxing on X and about what he's gone through on the platform regarding.
What did I just specifically come here for? I did not come here to discuss the information management system that is the platform. I came here specifically.
He said leave. He said the door's right there then, bitch.
To discuss the lies and the bullshit.
Why are you in here?
Like,
You're drunk.
Blatant.
Omega Why are you?
Racist attacks on an individual in
Trying
the
to get
government.
you up here, and you're not letting us talk about something different. You've gone back and forth about this for like 30 minutes now.
No, because that was not what we're talking about, and it is also not what we're talking about either.
Okay.
We are talking about a very particular thing in nature. We're going to talk about this person's racism and this person's lives. That's it.
Chief, the guy completely
I'm not a,
Chair, and I don't
I'm
care.
not a
I don't care what you
racist,
think of
and
me
I
after
didn't
this.
lie.
This doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
Okay, then why specifically did you attack this one individual because he's Indian?
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I spoke out about his conflicting views on H-1B visas because President Trump has
And you can't even state what those views are until you state that somehow President Trump has made a previous fucking promise in 2016 that is not applicable
He
to
did make a
2024.
promise.
You do realize this, by the way? You do.
Hold on.
The MAGA agenda hasn't changed.
You do realize that this has no bearing on the.
All right, let Chief talk. Jeez.
Well, hold on. I want to go because I want to go to Nick and ask him a question about the whole X situation. And Adrian, I know you're not a big fan of that, but I want to hear what he has to say regarding X, social media, and how doxing has been a very big part of, just a reason why X has to have some sort of enforcement policy with, addresses and all that. So I want to go to Nick. He has a hand up here. He's been through a ton of stuff because of X not enforcing TOS.
No, dude, not Nick Fuentes, dude. No. Remember when that guy got a fucking, was it a felony or a misdemeanor? For macing that woman that showed up at his door?
So I want to hear what he has to say. So, Nick, go ahead.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Good to join you. Good to be amongst the living. I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas and had a good holiday and everything. So, I guess I'll just comment on what's been going on today and what's been going on the past week. I'd like to say on the record, of course, that I did not vote for Trump, of course. And in particular, I was highly critical of the little tech Silicon Valley coalition, which poured money into his campaign to get him elected. And the reason why, to put it succinctly, is that they are not ideologically aligned with America first, with American nationalism. And people can disagree. Obviously, Elon, Vivek, David Sachs, I'm sure Adrian, obviously a lot of people, there's clearly a disagreement. And you can feel however you want about it. And this issue I'm talking about in particular is the issue of legal immigration. Regardless of the volume of the immigration, regardless of the details, there's a clear ideological dispute between the tech oligarchs, and I think that's plainly what you can call them because of their wealth and the influence of their particular companies. Obviously, a car company is far more important and influential than any other company. Communications company is far more politically important than Home Depot or something like that. So given the stature and the power of a true oligarch like Elon Musk and his cronies, so I think it's fair to call them those things.
I need something to get me through this, chat.
They clearly are ideologically not aligned with the Trump movement. Trump, from the very beginning, from 2016, represented something like nativism. And that's sometimes used as a pejorative term. At the minimum, it represented immigration restriction. This is why Ann Coulter was one of his biggest supporters from the beginning. And it's important to say that because Ann Coulter recently said, she interviewed Vivek, she said she would not vote for Vivek based on his race. She also has been outspoken about this particular issue and the issue of the green cards, which is, of course, related. I'm talking about opening up the H-1B visa caps, as well as Trump's pledge to open up these student visas for foreign students that graduate from a university here. And so people like Musk, Vivek, David Sachs, etc.
So wait, hang on a second. Are you saying that Trump promised that these things would be opened up so that more people could in fact come in legally?
In June.
That would then therefore conflict with Laura Loomer because she said that, of course, the promise in 2016 was to do the inverse of that, but then the promise of 2024, which of course, got him elected, I believe that's a bunch of stuff that's important.
Yeah,
they're different.
Why did he just start talking so fast? What the hell? Okay, wait. Okay, we're back to the video.
That basically makes her even more of an idiot.
Well,
Thank you.
Let's get the facts straight. In 2016, Trump actually, because I studied this issue, and this is one of the reasons I did
Addy
not vote
kicked
for
in.
Trump in 24, but I did vote for him in 16. In 2016, he waffled on the H-1B issue in particular throughout the primary and even a little bit into the general. I believe it was around March or April 2016. So that still actually would have been in the middle of the primary. That is when he made his final position known on the issue and said he would actually work to reduce the number of H-1B visas. And then when he got in office, and this is all reported on Center for Immigration Studies, they don't even like me. Mark Krikorian runs it. He's not a fan of mine at all. And I wouldn't even call him the furthest right restrictionist. You know, he got in a big debate with Jason Richwine about this 20 years ago. But Mark Krikorian from CIS, Center for Immigration Studies, he wrote about this extensively then and now. In the first term, Trump signed, I believe it was over 400 executive orders trying to reduce the number of work visas, including H-1Bs, and it was unsuccessful. The cap was met every year. There's an annual cap of, I believe it's 85,000. He
Yep,
met
yep,
that
yep.
cap every
Wrap
year,
it
did
up.
not reduce it. He tried to, and he ran on doing that. So he ran in 16, not only on reducing illegal immigration or eliminating it by building a border wall, but also on reducing legal immigration. 2024, he changed his tune, and it was at a very precise moment. In March of 2024, it was Jacob Hellberg, who is another one of the tech oligarchs. He's married to Keith Raboy. He used to work at Google, I believe. He was the first of these tech moguls
Why do
to
they have to
give the
sound like
maximum
this? It's like extra
contribution to the
punishment.
Trump
I
Joint
know.
Fundraising Committee. He maxed out at, I think, just over $800,000 in March. He was the first one. And then over those next few months, the other tech people bought in. Now, according to the press, this was J.D. Vance. Vance, who is, of course, a protege of Peter Thiel from the PayPal Mafia, founder of the Founders Fund. He's, I think, a partner in Y Combinator. J.D. Vance, the protege of Thiel, was the bridge between Trump and tech. That's one of the reasons he was made vice president, because Trump needed money. In order to win the general, he needed funds. And that's why he considered Burgum, who had oil money. He had a commitment. I forget the promise, but he was committing a certain amount of money if he got the vice presidency. Rubio was in consideration and Vance was in consideration. And part of that,
It was in San Francisco, not Los
I
Angeles.
think it was LA.
What if I just skipped a little of him speaking? Okay. What if I just did a little bit of fast forwarding?
But maybe you're right.
No, it was San Francisco.
He said to him, the fundraiser from 2 quote unquote duration is very cheap, non-artifact. We need the totally 1 in 26 legal and illegal.
Every time you hear a cut, I'm plus 15 seconds in it. We've done 2 minutes now.
Remained, it's a huge, and the specifically on their impetus in the midterm. People, and when they said Israel is not an actor, so he's not the big mark 100 million people. It's like, so now a lot of these are what up. Okay, we're bringing back amplified and not now like I was then. It's like is gone. Red 80 and he wins.
Holy filibuster!
That's a contradiction.
That got
okay, it's
rich
over. Oh my god, I think it's over. I think it's over. Jesus, that was like 10 minutes straight
off of cheap labor overseas. But I don't think anybody would sit here now and argue that that benefited America. I think now we look at our hollowed out cities, our rusted out cities, our collapsed infrastructure, our poor people that can't find jobs for a living wage. That's the result of the same logic that's now being applied, in my opinion, to H-1B visas. And so I think that we do have a little bit of a kind of policy reference to say, okay, a lot of the same logic was used for that. A lot of the same influence was used for that. And it certainly did not benefit the American people. And so I think that we can kind of look at that. And then also, I think that this is a little more palpable way for people to understand kind of the wonky, really high political echelon breakdown that you just gave. It's all about follow the money. If they can hire whoever it is, whatever tech billion.
This is my favorite trope with right wingers. They pat themselves on the back for finally recognizing wait a minute. Maybe the people with all the capital have all the power. Let's get all the Browns out of the country. Okay. I'm incredible. Just amazing.
Billionaire, Silicon Valley billionaire, if they can hire a foreign worker at half the price that works double the hours and doesn't get holidays or anything else, then of course they want to do that. And so I don't think it's a coincidence that now here we are talking about censorship on X when billions of dollars are potentially at stake over how we handle H-1B visas. So I think that that's kind of the palatable way to present this argument is to say, hey, do you think it's a coincidence that the very people that are going to benefit from the foreign labor, billions of dollars at stake, are the ones that are pushing for this policy that all of a sudden we look around and it looks like there's censorship for those that push back?
Well, and that's the thing, that, we need to get real free speech legislation implemented where it's simple. If you censor people based off of political views, then you are to be held liable for anything that's on your platform. Boom. That we need to get this.
I have no words. I have no words. I can't believe that these fucking morons can go on a tirade for 5 minutes trying to address, the problems with capitalism, but they're too scared to say those words. So they say words that are similar. And the response is clearly we need more free speech. That's the real problem here.
Type of
I don't
legislation
know if
in
it's
place.
legislation. I don't think
if
it's
we can.
legislation necessarily. I mean, I think Nick has a great tort against X and against Elon in particular for allowing his docs to be up and for a gunman to go to his house and potentially kill him. So I think we need to just actually use the courts that we have, use the resources we have, and force the issue. And it's not like the left is going to protect X or protect Elon.
Well, that's the thing, though, is that they like basically all of these, the way that the courts have interpreted the laws currently, it's like the social media companies have full
No, that's not
immunity
true.
for anything
That's not
that's
true.
posted
The
on them
courts.
effectively.
I mean, look, I litigated the issue of Twitter suspending me back under the old regime and Huffington Post.
The
I
old
litigated it all the way up
regime.
to the California Supreme Court, and I litigated the other one all the way up to all through the federal courts. So look, there's lots of ways to use the courts to actually bring these issues out there and to expose what's going on. And of course, they have to sit for depositions. Those depositions can be damaging. I mean, look at the damage that Elon has done to his brand just on this Indian immigration issue. These people are not immune to public scrutiny, public investigations. As I've said before, there are several federal grand juries that are convened looking at Elon, particularly on the issue of the self-driving cars and how people have died because of the fraud that was associated with that.
Well,
sure.
I did want to ask though for Nick specifically about the whole doxing situation with X, and I know I mentioned this in a couple of spaces and threads and all that, but there was a lot of posts that had
I'm never calling people in Marvel Rivals unemployed ever again. This is unemployed behavior. This is unemployed behavior. This is man. Wow. Intellectually stimulating conversation, like just on display here. This is incredible.
16 million views. Also,
Trump, your bot.
All right, let's see. I think it's possible that Elon speaks a little bit more, but
impressions.
let's skip ahead and see if he does.
Statute mindset. We're in on
Unification of
space. Discover that Elon.
We need
not a faction in the other.
Merry Christmas. All of our badges are completely gone.
Okay, that was it. I'm glad we skipped the rest of that because that was all of the Elon Musk yapping. For some reason, maybe I skipped it too early, but there was one other section that we didn't get to of an Elon Musk clip. Sorry, Adrian. Oh my God. Sorry. Sorry, I can only listen to so much Nick Fuentes before I want to jump into a fucking vat of lava. Okay, I'm just not powerful enough. I'm sorry. I'm just not. It's just a little too much for me. But as a good finale for anyone who missed it or didn't get a chance to see it, this Juniper tweet, Crash Out of the Year award goes to Elon Musk. And it was this clip where Elon Musk says that MAGA will have to fucking deal with it because Elon is the only one to give these crackheads a voice, you ungrateful
And
motherfuckers.
ironically enough, some elements of the extreme legacy MAGA movement will have to deal with it as well. Because that's how it is. And don't hate the fucking big tech bros. Because out of all of them, Elon is the only one that's giving all of these crackheads a fucking voice. I want you to try and pull that shit on fucking Facebook and see how long you last. You ungrateful motherfuckers, seriously. You keep crying censorship this, censorship that. You're not censored. Your takes just suck. Get over it and get over yourselves. Honestly. I'm not an enemy of anyone, but if you hate me for saying this, so fucking be it. I don't care.
Was that a little
I'm part of
mask?
what's new.
Was that a little mask slip? Him saying, I'm not an enemy of anyone, talking about these people getting censored, dude? And
You get to make that choice yourself. Do better. Anyways, thank you all for coming today.
Okay, so this was a separate call. I guess he was jumping between different Twitter spaces, and this was one of the Twitter spaces. I guess he wanted to host his own so no one can mute him because his God complex can't handle it. You know the worst part about this? The worst part about this is that he's actually right. That like the MAGA morons that push conspiracy theories and narratives about Indians or Jewish people or whatever, they wouldn't be able to exist on any platform except Twitter. They exist on Twitter because he unbanned all of them and lets them run amok. It's the same exact thing as like conservatives that are mad about USPS and they're like, you can't do that. No, you can't. We're wasting so much money on the postal system. And they're the same people that live in like bumfuck Idaho. And you're like, dog, you know, if you defund USPS, you're not going to get mail anymore, right? You're petitioning for something that would make your life worse. And they're like, that's not true. I get mail from UPS all the time. It's like, how do you think UPS sends it to you? Because I don't think you know that UPS uses USPS for things that wouldn't be profitable to send you. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, how great would it be if someone mentions Elon's court cases and then he pulls a Hawk 2 and goes, well, I'm going to bed. See you tomorrow. I work for you at UPS. That shit makes me die. Yeah. Get the government out of my Social Security done. Oh, man, dude. Fuck. Christ. Oh. I have to say, the Elon Musk crash out is really good. This is just like, this has to be like best of the year, I think, so far. This has to be the best one. It's hard to beat, I think, Ethan Klein's crash out, but this is pretty, I think it does. I think it narrowly beats it. Top 5 for sure. Has to be top 5. Oh my God, dude. And the worst part is, he's such a fucking petulant child. This has way higher stakes than Ethan Klein's, though. Yeah, for sure. But like, it's about the level of crashing out, right? He's such a petulant child that when people get him mad, he just bans them. And then he thinks it makes him look good. Like this guy who's responding to this other guy saying, this is a lie. Did you make this lie? I found it elsewhere. Is it fake? Where did you find this lie? It was posted on Reddit. My mistake. I didn't realize it was forged. Liar. This posted from a suspended account. And I'm just like thinking about all of the total fucking morons that simped for Elon Musk. And they were like, no, he's a good billionaire. He's a good oligarch. He would never be mean to me ever. He's a great guy. Disagrees for half a second, gets banned immediately, permanently. And now half of Twitter is siding with him and half of Twitter isn't. Elon Musk created the most hilarious civil war ever. And there's a Patrick Bet David CEO tweet saying, so you want me to not hire a high-performing, hardworking, and skilled Indian, and you want me to hire an American, even if that person is not capable, lacks skills, and is entitled. Oh, so you support DEI. I thought you hated it. The next tweet is one from Jake Shields saying, we are giving all our low-wage jobs to Mexicans and Salvadorians while giving our higher-paying jobs to Indian and Chinese. The worst part is, like, these have a similar amount of likes, dude. It's, like, actually straight down the middle. Fight, 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 fight. America First backfired on him, I guess. The thing is, it's always been America First. It's that these people are just catching up that it's not Americans first. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Look at this. Look at my Twitter feed. Musk is what he's always been, a California Dem, immigrant, and globalist who looks down on flyover America. The problem this creates for him is that, like his peer group, Musk does not actually understand the relationship between Trump and his voters. Trump did not create and does not control MAGA voters. Oh, sure, Trump came up with the branding. He did the organization. Great job with both. But what Trump did was tap into an enormously powerful force that was there before him and will likely be even more powerful when he is gone. Heartland America is pissed off. We are truly pissed off. And the numbers of us who are pissed off are continuing to grow. More and more men are pissed off. More and more Hispanic men are pissed off. More and more black men are getting pissed off as well. We're so angry. We do not like this woke bullshit. We're sick and tired of being discriminated against. Oh, I hate when men are discriminated against. It's so bad. It happens so much, and it makes me so sad. We are angry at sending our jobs overseas, and we truly deeply pissed off about the huge increase in immigration that was the #1 point of the last election. So apparently, not knowing who we are, not respecting us, not even liking us, Musk thinks that we are like out-of-touch Californian elites think we are. A horde of unintelligent, overweight yokels who download all our programming from Fox and Trump. The total lack of awareness is so good. So good. Inject it right in my veins, dude. In my veins. I'm not brainwashed. I'm just brainwashed. I'm not brainwashed by Fox News and Trump. I just agree with everything that Fox News and Trump say. So from that place of contempt, he thinks that he can just override the programming from the top, and the vast hinterland of peasants will just do as they're told, because what else can stupid peasants do, eh? What are you, Canadian? Musk is effectively looking out at an entire nation of pissed off people who have just said enough with immigration, and he's effectively saying, well, we'll do the immigration I want. You racist R words, and I will just rip you out root and bow if you disagree. The last few days of Christmas H-1B war have been an epic PR disaster, and I get the feeling that Musk still does not understand the situation. I think Musk is still grappling with the fact that just because you're the richest person on the planet doesn't mean you can just say whatever you want, and you do still have to, like, lie. Like, you have to lie and be like, we're gonna do something about these damn immigrants that are ruining our country. And then you don't do anything. And then you say, the Democrats, they're stopping us from doing this. Oh my God. It's the Democrats. They're doing this. but he didn't know that, and I think he got too much ego. And I think he forgot that he's not a likable person and that he has no charisma. So he can't just say what he wants and expect people to follow him the way that Trump can say what he wants and people follow him. Oh my God, dude. It's so bad. Same thing with Vivek, by the way. I don't think Vivek recognizes like what a misstep it was. Like you can't. White MAGA voters are some of the most fragile people on the planet. You can't blame their problems on them. You can't do that. They get really mad when you do that. They're like snowflakes, okay? And I think they forgot. I think they've been repeating the talking point that the left is filled with snowflakes, that they forgot that that's incorrect and it's actually the right that's filled with snowflakes. Like these are literal bedwetters that when you suggest to them that their actions have consequences, they freak out. Which we've always known this, by the way. The specific type of white American that complains about H-1B visas is the same type of white American that gets like a barely passing SAT score and then blames their inability to get into Harvard on Asians. Like we have seen white Americans get really mad about Asian Americans getting into colleges in the United States for a very long time. And we've seen them talk about how there needs to be a quota, a maximum amount of Asians that are allowed to get into schools, that are allowed to get into colleges. And it's not fair. It's not fair to the hardworking white Americans. Like, we've seen this song and dance before. We know what they say and what they do. You have to coddle these people, dude. You have to coddle them. Musk believes that all the movies showing politicians being owned by their donors? Yes. Yes. And there's a reason why Trump hasn't said anything, because he doesn't want to get involved in this. He literally doesn't want to get involved in this. He's like, dude, are you fucking serious, dude? God, but I want your money so bad. No, but I want your money. Give me your money and just shut the fuck up. God, why can't you just give me all of your money? Oh, God. Oh, man. So, yeah, I think it's, I wonder how long it'll take for them to, like, kick in. And for Elon Musk to realize that he made a major misstep.
They can't realize they were groomed onto voting them, and that's it.
Yes.
The great replacement is coming by their own doing.
Oh my God, dude. Can we, you know what? I know how we're going to end today's stream. This is the best way to end today's stream. This is like the creme de la creme. This is like the cherry on top, you know? This is this is it. This is the right way to end it. Okay, before we go play some Marvel Rivals, if they're still playing. Brianna Wu. Being the world's worst Pikme. I don't know who this Wexler person
Thanks
is.
for your work.
Oh, Bamsler, thank you for the 4 months. Oh, Omamoto, thank you for the 4 months. Spike Wall, thank you for the Prime. Gangsy, thank you for the 2 months. The last beta, thank you for the 11 months. Sorry if I missed any. Do you have a second channel for gaming? I might stream, I might not. I don't know. Oh, thanks, Silverfuse. But the alt channel is twitch.tv/notdenims. But anyways, this Wexler person says Jewish Americans to Indian Americans on X today. First time. And then Brianna Wu tweeted saying, and trans women. And the Wexler person said, you're in the wrong place for that. We don't say trans here. We call it what it is. Fake. How many times Do we have to explain this to you, Brianna Wu? The right-wingers don't like trans people. They will never accept you. They don't like you because they're bigoted. I don't know why you're trying to appeal to bigots. They don't like you. You're not on their team. You're not gonna get picked. You need to stop for your own well-being. Oh man, dude. Oh man. The delusion, yeah, it's Brianna was like the rake meme in The Simpsons. She just keeps on stepping on it, dude. I feel bad, dude. I feel bad. They don't like you. They've never liked you. They will never like you. You can say all the right things, but they just don't. They don't fuck with you because they're bigoted and they hate trans people. Oh, man. What about Trump's Truth Social post to Elon saying he missed him, that that was seemingly meant for a private text on him? That was oh, I miss you so much. Ha ha ha. Send $500 if you're, if you think, just cuz, or for being awesome. No, dude, stop. Woke Sky, why did you send me this? Why did you send me this? No, why? Why would you send me this? Why? You'll never guess who Jenk is meeting with. Stop. Uncle, stop. We can't take it anymore. Stop. 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 I'm gonna get on life support, dude. I'm gonna be on life support. Fuck. I'm crashing out again, dude. Yeah. What the fuck is Dollcast? It's I know Brianna Wu is one of the hosts, and there's another trans woman in the bottom left. I don't remember her name, but she is like a huge Pikme as well. She's a massive Pikme, and I believe it's just a bunch of Pikme women being Pikmes. It's awful. It's not good. It's brutal to watch. It's really brutal to watch. What's a Pikme? I've never heard the term. Really? Today's your lucky day. You get to learn one of the coolest terms that's been invented. A Pikme is basically just someone who wants to get picked by the other team, and so they act in ways that are not beneficial to them or their group, so that they can get picked. It used to be used more to describe women that pretend to be like one of the guys, without recognizing that pushing away other women that enjoy their femininity and disparaging those women doesn't attract cool, normal men. It attracts men that hate women. And this is, for example, the same reason that I don't believe in astrology. I think it's fun, and I like being like the rat of the year of the rat, and whatever. And maybe once like every 6 months, I'll read my horoscope and be like, that is really so true. That is me. Yeah. But if I tell a guy, oh, I'm not really into astrology, and they're like, oh, thank God, I immediately get the ick. I do. It's like, I don't like that. I don't like that you're putting down other women to make me feel better about myself. Because, like, why would you? Because it's always followed by, I hate women who are into astrology. So dumb. It's like, see, we're having a disconnect here right now, because I love women who like astrology because they're the best. They're great friends to have. They're wonderful people. Okay? And I'm friends with them just fine, despite not believing in it. So we're having a mismatch here. Because I promise I'm not better than those other women for not liking astrology. And it feels like you're trying to do that right now. I don't like that. Because it's just like a fun little thing. It's just like a little personality test. That's how, if you've ever done one of those INTJ tests and you're like, I guess I am. It's the same thing. It's the same thing as astrology. I don't know how else to put that. Like, it's just a fun little thing. And most women that you speak to who are into astrology, it's not like they base their entire life around it. Right? Like, it's not like they would put the safety of themselves or the people around them at risk because the astrology said to do so or some shit. Like, they engage with it in a way that it's beneficial to them. I think in the same way that like religion exists. I'm sorry, if you believe in like God off of a 2000-old book, I think some women are allowed to believe in astrology. Like, you go to church every Sunday, but you're going to look down on women who like astrology? Are you fucking kidding me? No, dude, no. That's dumb. That's stupid. Come on, dude. What the hell? Okay. All right. I'm sorry. But anyways, yeah, it's the way that you would say, or sorry, pick me is like, pick me. I'm not like those people. I'm better than those people. And when you do that, you attract people who hate those groups of people and will not treat you well. Everyone gets one free pass to believe something fun, goofy, and silly. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. If guys can have fantasy football, women can do some star symbolism. Exactly. Yeah. Also, men who men who shit on astrology are usually the same ones that are likely to get into crypto and believe in alpha male bullshit. Dude, okay, the worst offender is like the dudes that are like, yeah, you can tell that this guy's like the alpha male of the group. Oh, you're not into astrology? Thank fucking God you're not a fucking idiot. It's like, oh my God. It's you just, you don't have to shit on other people that are doing something that makes them happy. You don't have to do that, actually. You can just believe what you believe in or don't believe what you believe in and just let people enjoy what they want to enjoy, okay? That's it. It's fine. It's actually cool and normal. It's actually cool and normal to think that, actually. Man. The dictionary.com definition of it describes it as a pick-me girl is a woman who obsessively desires male approval and validation, often at the expense of other women. She typically talks about how she's not like other women, especially in ways that are typically considered feminine. She might point out that she doesn't wear makeup or prefers sports to fashion. Pick-me girls often discussed as the female equivalent of a simp, a term often used to describe a man who obsessively seeks female attention. Like a simp, pick-me is almost always used as a negative term, but pick-me's have also been used in other ways. So like Ian Miles Chong, for example, is a pick-me because he like cozies up to white nationalists and neo-Nazis that hate all types of like non-white people. And he's like some guy from Malaysia who insists on engaging in like, yeah, white people are the best. It's like, but you're, huh? What? Or like the way that Candace Owens is a pick-me because she's a Nazi and shits on black people all the time and says the culture is the problem and blah, blah, blah. And George Floyd was no angel. And she cozies up to, Nazis and engages in Nazi rhetoric. She's a pick-me. So pick-me is just someone who like goes against their own interests, shits on their group, and then seeks validation from another group that really will never respect them. Vivek is also a pick-me, yes. But Vivek is like misstepping hard because he doesn't realize that as a Pikme, you're not allowed to suddenly flip the script and say that white people are doing bad things. You can't do that. Or that white people's culture is worse. You can't do that. That's not good. They don't like it when you do that. Milo Yiannopoulos, yeah. And in this instance, or about this specific person, Brianna Wu was a Pikme because she's trans, but actively just constantly takes the weirdest positions on trans people in general, and constantly tries to seek validation from people like J.K. Rowling, despite the fact that J.K. Rowling would hate Brianna Wu and hates everything that she is. The Caitlyn Jenner stance, precisely, yes. Dollcast is apparently a podcast of trans creators with moderate and not extreme views, especially with relation to trans issues. Definition of Pikme. Yeah, like I know that their stance is like, no trans women in the sports, as like one example. But then when you ask, like when you push them on it and you're like, well, what specific advantage remains? They don't have anything. They're just appealing to intuition, just like everybody else is appealing to intuition on that front. Anywho.